Going on, guys? I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. You're a returning subscriber. As always, guys, welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. Guys, listen, some more news has come out involving the New Orleans jailbreak that happened about 5 days ago out there in New Orleans, Louisiana, in which 10 inmates ran, and I just reported that 4 of them been in court. The 4th one just recently caught Gary Price last night. Now, news just broke this morning about a maintenance man that has been arrested in connection to the jailhouse escape. Now, if you remember, these inmates supposedly went behind the toilet and through a wall, and then subsequently ran through different parts of the jail and left out of a loading dock door, which I still can't believe they didn't have no cameras or nothing to see that. And hours later, it was realized that they had been missing. Okay. But anyway, they got a maintenance man locked up. Here's the story. We'll come back and talk a little bit about it. Take a look.
We continue to follow breaking news as the escape of 10 inmates from the Orleans Justice Center 5 days ago. We've learned a maintenance worker at the jail has reportedly been arrested in connection with that escape.
That is a very big development here, which also tells us more about how potentially these gentlemen got out of the prison. Our partners at NOLA.com report that worker is accused of helping them escape Friday. 6 of them, as we told you, they still remain on the run. A 4th inmate, Gary Price, was arrested last night in New Orleans East. These pictures you see here were just sent into our newsroom showing him being escorted to a plane to be flown out of town to what officials describe as a secure state facility. Winston Reed, he's live this morning outside of City Hall, where there's a city council committee to talk about this escape. And the big headline here that there is someone, an employee now, Winston, in custody tied to this investigation.
That's absolutely right, Brandon. And City Council already wanted to know why it took so long for the jail staff to notice that 10 inmates were gone from the facility. And now the question is, are more arrests expected in this investigation? Many state and local leaders did say that they believe that these inmates were receiving inside and outside help throughout this escape. Now, mandated in the court-ordered consent decree, OPSO is supposed to make rounds at least every half hour in the jail to keep an eye on these inmates. However, after midnight last Friday, 10 inmates from the Orleans Justice Center broke a locked door. They breached the wall behind the toilet and escaped through a loading dock door before running across the highway. Jail staff did not notice that the 10 inmates were gone until hours later, around 8 o'clock that morning. Gary Price is the latest inmate to be caught. Price is charged with several counts of attempted first-degree murder, amongst other charges. Sheriff Hudson, she blamed the escape on funding and poor infrastructure at the jail, but as Joe Giarrusso, City Councilman Joe Giarrusso, told us, people believe that she is avoiding accountability.
Remember, the sheriff has routinely refused to join the city's accounting system so we can see where the dollars are going, and in case there are needs, help allocate additional funds there. The bottom line is, if the judges in the federal consent decree or the monitors think something was needed, they've ordered us to raise salaries for the deputies in the past. They've ordered the building of phase 3, the medical center. If they thought something was an emergency, they would have ordered us to do it.
And today's meeting starts at 10 a.m. in less than an hour and a half. And again, one of the major topics will be that latest arrest of the Orleans Parish jail worker. Reporting live here at City Hall, Winston Reed, WWL, Louisiana.
There you have it. I don't know if it's just playing the blame game, but they got this maintenance man locked up and say that he helped them escape, which I wouldn't be surprised if it's not true. And I also wouldn't be surprised if it's more than one person involved in this, because there's no way you can tell me, even at night with a full staff, that these inmates did all of this stuff, all these inmates compiled into one room after breaking each other out, and they talking about they supposed to be monitored every 30 minutes. I mean, come on, where's the staff at not seeing all these people just going in this room and then going through a toilet that can be removed and then running around. You got 10 inmates running around when they supposed to be secured, not seen on camera or nothing. And all of a sudden they lift the door up and then run for the hills across the highway and all this other stuff. Makes no sense. Makes no sense. You don't know until you know. Now, when I first heard this, I was like, man, that don't, when I see, well, they was like, oh, it's an inside job. I'm like, I don't think it's an inside job. Then when I seen them running out that back gate like that, I'm like, they all knew where to go. Something ain't right. And I guess they caught wind of it. Maintenance man caught up in it. And that's the thing. How can you have real crime and punishment when people are always aiding and abetting the felons that commit the crimes, and they aid them with getting away from the punishment? In my opinion, my man need to be locked up too. Now he's arrested, but I'd give him some serious time for that. Because I'm gonna tell you something. Say one of these assholes go out here and kill somebody out of desperation, take their car or do whatever. Because a lot of these guys got murder raps. Second degree murder. Some of them are abusive in relationships. Some attack prison staff. These are violent offenders. And somebody helped them out. Just think about that. Somebody that's free in the free world helped these people out. What you think his incentive was? Ramen noodles? Swiss rolls? Hell, honey buns. That's top of the line. That'll get you killed in jail. Honey bun. How many honey buns do you think he got? Well, it don't matter. He can get as much as his heart desires now because he's behind bars or she's behind bars. I'm anxious to see what this person looks like. Is it a male or a female? Because, I mean, nowadays, man, you see prison guards and prison staff doing some of the most unsavory things in a position with inmates where they supposed to be looked at as doing better. But then again, a lot of people are gravitated to evil, even if they're not a part of it. They want to be a part of something. And now this person right here is locked up. It's a damn shame that, yeah, he might have looked at, or she might have looked at, oh, yeah, I'm helping them out. What mighty blow are you striking? Seriously, the people that employ you, you went and did something that got everybody in trouble and got your dumb ass locked up. Then on top of that, if these people go out here and commit crimes, that shit should all be put on that person. That's my opinion. I still think that's not the only person that, should be held liable for this, their escape. Because I'm going to tell you something. Even though it's a job, even being a prison guard is a job or whatever, or working at a jail is a job, it's still a job. People treat it like a 9-to-5. People are lackadaisical. These inmates expected to be locked up and sleep, regardless if they having door problems and all this other stuff. People on a night shift, most of the time the inmate's supposed to be sleeping. It's an easy shift. Chill out, get on your phone, boodle up with your chick, so on and so forth. And this type of stuff happens. Yeah, people take their job serious sometimes, but sometimes not. I'm Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. You got supervisors, lieutenants, captains, and stuff on staff on all shifts. How the hell did this happen on somebody's watch when it's supposed to be an orderly way that a jail is supposed to be run? I'll see you in the next video. Take care.